Okay, hi again. Fine, I guess we can start. I am Jindřich Josifek, but I usually call myself Hank to make it a little easier for everyone. So this is a webinar for the European Summer School in Prague. Welcome to the webinar, everybody. Fine, so what's ahead of us? We have a really, I would say, not a short program, but I'll be talking about the summer school, the courses, accommodation activities, ECTS credits which you can gain after you finish your summer school course, the course of your choice and selection. And we will be, of course, talking about COVID and the current situation as well. So during the whole time of this webinar, feel free to raise a hand, which is at the bottom of the screen, of this Zoom webinar. And once you raise the hand, I can actually give you a chance to ask questions directly. Or if you have any questions, don't be afraid and write a message in the chat box. Okay, so I will share a screen with you with my presentation. I hope you all can hear me. Yeah, please, somebody write a short message. Yes, we can hear you and you're online. Everything is running. Okay, and we do hear. Perfect. Thanks a lot. Thanks for cooperation. Yeah, so I'm going to share the screen with you. Yeah, with the presentation. Fine. So European Summer School. You might have noticed at the beginning of this webinar that there was a Czech-us as a banner at the end of at the back of it. Czech-us is actually the agency which is operating the summer school. Yeah, we are a student agency located in Czech Republic. We also operate in Slovakia, and we cooperate with numerous, let's say, universities from the Netherlands, Denmark, and the UK, and let's say some other countries. Yeah, and based on this cooperation with these universities, we have started our own summer school in Prague. So that's what is kind of behind the whole summer schools that we're operating. These universities, they actually nominate their lecturers. They come to Prague and they teach usually really the courses which they are used to teach during regular semester. We don't have only university lecturers, we also have lecturers which are, let's say, already professionals in the field. Yeah, for example, for a course of online marketing, we really have a guy who's been working for the biggest online marketing company in the Czech Republic, which is called H1. Yeah, so this is what is actually behind the summer school. We've been operating since 2015. Back in 2015, we started running the summer school, not in Prague, in Croatia. We started in Croatia, in Split. We kind of thought that it would be nice to have a summer school in a summer location by the sea, which was really nice. It was, students loved it. On the other hand, for us, it was really complicated when it comes to organization. So we kind of decided, okay, let's take it a little bit easier and let's do it in Prague. Yeah. And as you can see, here are some of the universities we work with, like Northumbria University. Then we have UCN from Denmark, Prague College, and UNIP. These are Czech, yeah, but they are international schools. So most of the lecturers from these universities, they are Americans, Italians, yeah, Belgian, yeah. So we have, I think, 3 or 4 from Saxion University of Applied Sciences from the Netherlands. Yeah. Fine, let's move on. This is just some basic information for somebody who is not really familiar with the summer school. I'm not gonna be probably talking about it in detail because as much as I've noticed so far, the majority of the participants are already enrolled in our summer school. So I'm kind of thinking that it will be better to go through the basics of the summer school a little bit faster so we have more time for the questions at the end of it. Yeah, which I believe that you joined the webinar mainly because you have some questions. Okay, fine. So it's our, let's say, 6th season. We are really used to have quite a lot of nationalities coming into our summer school. Not really sure how this is going to be this year. Last year, the COVID hit us really hard. This year, it's much better when it comes to numbers and maybe also the prospects of how many nationalities might be awaiting. On the other hand, as you know, European Union is not in general yet open. Yeah, only some countries are accepting students from other than, let's say, other countries than from European Union. So this is something which I believe it will develop, yeah, in a way that we can be hosting students from, let's say, Arabian or Persian island. We can have somebody coming in from South America because we have students from these countries as well enrolled, from Asia, from Japan and other countries. Yeah, we have 18 courses, as you have probably noticed. Of course, the whole time everybody is talking English only. Yeah, all of the courses are quite practical. We can look at the courses in the next slide. We do organize activities for all the students, and we do organize accommodation for the students. Of course, if you have your own accommodation, it's not a problem, but we do recommend to, let's say, have one location for all the students because they can better hang around together, you know, communicate together and create a better, let's say, group. Fine. Lectures from 9 o'clock to 2 o'clock, Monday to Friday, weekend is off. Class size is small, but that's normal for the summer schools. It's 6 to 12 students. Yeah, so it's quite intensive. The lecturer has enough of time to ask all your questions, to look at what you're doing or what kind of project you're working on, to oversee all your assignments. So I think that is just the best way, the best approach for already a summer school. So it can be really practical. Fine. I have a video over here, yeah, which I could be showing, yeah. But since you are already familiar with the summer school, or majority of you, I will just probably give you a link so you can have a look at it afterwards. Also, sometimes it's kind of crappy to share it through the webinar because of the transmission speed, internet speed. So I'll probably give you just a link so you can have a look at it afterwards. Yeah, fine. Yeah, it's going to start right now. I'm just going to skip it. Yeah, these are just some pictures from our Instagram. Please have a look at our Instagram account and Facebook. You can see all the reviews about the, let's say, previous students attending the summer school. We also have a LinkedIn account, which you can look at. We have, at the moment, I think like 50 alumni there, which actually added the course they have attended during the summer school to their LinkedIn account, which is, I think, quite nice. Because, you know, it shows potential employers that you're working on yourself quite hard. Fine. So the terms are, I think, quite clear. We're starting on the 26th of July for 2 weeks, and then we have another 2 weeks starting on the 9th of August. Yeah, it's in Prague. All courses are meant to be on campus. Last year, even though the COVID, you know, was a little bit a new thing actually to the whole population and to the whole world, we were able to run the summer school under not really regular circumstances, but we were able to run it. The students didn't even have to wear masks because at that time the measures were really easy. The only limitation was public transportation when the students had to wear a mask. Other than that, it was really almost like a regular summer school. Maybe with one or more exception that most of the clubs were not closed, but we didn't go clubbing that much, just, you know, to avoid social contact. Yeah. Fine. Yeah, I think this all other information is quite clear to all of you. Yeah, just have a look at the LinkedIn references, Facebook references, so we can see, you know, a little bit more about us and how the students, what kind of endorsements the students give us. There is one more, point over here, which you might be asking about. Maybe I can clarify it at the moment. How is it with the ECTS credits? Yes, the students are eligible to receive ECTS credit, but it's always on your university that you're studying currently at. Yeah? And what we advise all the students to download the syllabus from the website, show it to your supervisor so it will be accepted before you come to Prague in order to receive the credits. Regular number of credits you should be receiving is 3. And if you would like to really receive 5, you would have to do some additional project work, some additional assignment, which will be given to you by the lecturer. And yeah, once you're finished with it, it can be even after the summer school ends, you might be working on it from your home and then just hand it over, or actually send it over to the lecturer, and based on that, you might be eligible for additional 2 credits. So it will be 5. Fine. Good. All of our courses are happening at the French Institute in Prague. Yeah, it's right in the center of the city. So it's a really great place from where we can actually be heading, towards all the other sites in Prague and to get to know the city a little better. And the French Institute is actually established by the French Embassy. Yeah, so we'll be staying at the French ground here in Prague. Fine. So this is these are all the courses, the whole setup of the courses which we have. I'm just gonna run to another screen so we can have a look at it a little better. And this is our website. I believe all of you are familiar with it, European Summer School. Yeah. Actually, over here it's better. Yeah. EuropeanSummerSchool.com. So the set of courses, as you can see, shows also how much space there is still. It's not completely updated. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're updating. We should be updating actually this week, today and tomorrow. However, the course of blockchain fundamentals, human resources, project management, both of them are quite full already. And I would add also business management. Yeah, we had some new students applied over the weekend, and it seems, yeah, there is a really high demand for this course at the moment. Yeah, so if you are not yet certain, if you'd like to be, let's say, taking part in the summer school, yeah, and you would like to take these courses, I would recommend you to hurry up. Do not hesitate and finish your application as soon as you can, because in a certain way you would be already in something like a waiting line. Yeah, actually, the place is taken by those who already paid for the summer school. Yeah, just to make it fair enough for everyone. Yeah, so we have the blockchain. Then we have the human resources and project management and business management. These courses are almost full. Fine. Yeah, I'm gonna click on one of those courses just in the detail. Yeah, here are the acquired skills which you can expect once you're finished with the summer school, and then there is the schedule, which is quite important. And here is the syllabus which can be downloaded. Yeah, so you can download it over here and then show it to your supervisor at the school. There's the information about the teacher, and then we have the price information, which I'm not really sure if you're familiar with it, but the regular 800 euros which are paid for as a tuition fee include the course itself, and then we have public transportation for 2 weeks. So you don't really have to be, afraid of how you should be handling public transportation in Prague. You'll get a ticket usually already by the welcome ceremony, which we have Sunday before the summer school starts. Yeah. So we advise all the students to arrive a little earlier if possible, so they can join already the arrival orientation with us, and they will receive the public transportation ticket. Yeah. It does include also some of the activities and events, as you can see over here, welcome drink, and let's say something like a graduation party, which will be happening once you're finished with the summer school course. So extra is, of course, meals, accommodation, Accommodation is, not sure if you've noticed, but we'll be talking about it later on, and some extra activities. So you have to really think about the meals, flight over, or some transportation over to Prague as an extra cost, and eventually the weekend activities. Weekend activity, for example, going to Český Krumlovy, which is a UNESCO city, with rafting, costs, I think, like 40 euros. Yeah. Okay. Fine. So this is the website. This is the Facebook of the summer school. I'm pretty sure you know it. And this is the Instagram. You can have a look at it. European Summer School. And we have quite a lot of pictures there from the last season and from the previous years. Yeah, so join our Instagram group, guys. Bye. So let's go back to the presentation. Activities. Yeah, we organize activities for every day. It's up to you if you're going to join them or not. Of course, it's not mandatory, and you can really choose what you would like. Yeah, we have regular, let's say, activities like getting to know Prague, seeing the historical sites. We even have a guide for you, which will be talking about not that much historically, but I would say interesting things about Prague. And students are usually really glad about that. And then we have weekend activity. As I told you already, we have some sports activities. We have some barbecue grilling, and that's something which you can actually find on the website as well under the menu activities. Yeah, and then you can see what's going on the first week and the second week of summer school. Yeah, like barbecue in Stromovka, which will be on Thursday. Yeah, Friday we usually have some beer pong tournament, and then we are heading to clubs. Last year we didn't go to club. We were going just to outside restaurants or outside clubs where we, could breathe a little fresh air and not to be mixing with, let's say, other groups that much, and to avoid social interaction. Fine. So this is, an example of what you can be expecting when it comes to the activities. And yeah, accommodation. The accommodation which we have is, I would say, quite nice. It's a dormitory which is used by international students studying in Prague. And I think it's a nice facility for a good price. Yeah, it's like 14 euros per night. Yeah, so altogether, if you stay for 13 nights, and it's, I think, like 182 euros for the whole 2 weeks. Yeah. If you like to have a single bed, it's not a problem, but they don't have that many single bed rooms. So you would like to have, or you should make a reservation with us as soon as you can, because I think for the first term, it starts on the 26th of July, we already have quite a lot of requests for a single room. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the price is here. Yeah, and what does it include? And that there is a, let's say, additional 50 euro late enrollment fee, which is active from the end of April, because before the end of April, we have a, let's say, enrollment fee as part of the course price, tuition fee. And terms and cancellations, one of the things the students are always asking is what is the cancellation fee in case they get into quarantine or they get sick or they cannot really be flying over. So the cancellation fee is 0. We want to really have it as friendly as possible, and we understand that. It can even happen on our side. We can never avoid it. It's just a situation which is nowadays, and we cannot do really anything about it. Even the lecturer can get sick or under quarantine, and of course we will be refunding you. Can we request a roommate? Good question, Carolina. I think I've noticed you're coming from Portugal, and you should be coming with a friend. I've seen. I don't think I remember the name of the roommate you would like to be staying with, but it's not a problem. did have that before, and that can be arranged without any problem. Yeah. So that is, and thanks for the question, by the way. Okay. So that is what it comes to the cancellation fee. Some students are asking about what's the current situation in Prague in general. At the moment, we don't really have any kind of a problem. The numbers have been dropping down since, I think, like beginning of April. Yeah, steadily, day after day. Now we have less than 50 cases per 100,000 inhabitants. Yeah, that means that it's really, really low, and we're among the best in European Union at the moment. I know that some countries, yeah, like Netherlands, Croatia, even Germany are still, let's say, not struggling, but they have little higher numbers than we do. It's yeah, something which is, let's say, passing behind us, but for a certain time during the winter, we were among the worst in the world. So that's probably, you know, the reason that we have something like the public immunity at the moment. So that is probably the reason why the numbers are dropping down. And we have pretty good number when it comes to vaccinations and the number of doses that were delivered. Yeah. I know it's more than 4.5 million already from a 10 million population. So it's quite a lot, I would say. So over here, you can see the admission process. You can register on the website. Of course, that's the first thing. Register there. Then you have to fill out an application form. We have an application deadline, which is 15th of June, but I think it will be prolonged because we still have some courses which will be opened. Yeah, but for some of the courses, I think 15th of June might be late, like those I mentioned already, blockchain, human resources, project management. Once you pay the invoice, you receive an acceptance letter from us, eventually with an invitation letter, which is needed for applying for a visa. And then you just have to apply to Prague. What are the current measures set by the Foreign Ministry or the Ministry of Foreign Affairs? We have a list of countries which are, as you probably know, like a green light, orange, I think, and then it's red, and then it's dark red, and then it's black or whatever. So for some countries, we cannot be accepting students at all. For some countries, the students are, the visitors can be arriving just with a PCR test before their flight over. I think among these countries are quite many from the European Union already. We can actually have a look at it because I have it here in one of the browsers in a bookmark. If you're interested, and yeah, for some of the other countries, there is still an isolation, or if you would like to say like a 5-day quarantine before the results of the tests, which is taken over here in Prague, will be received. Yeah, so that is something which I think will change. Yeah, by the time of the summer school, because still we have 2 months ahead of us. Yeah, so on the 26th of July, I think the situation will be dramatically different. Yeah, and for a majority of the students coming over, they will not need anything upon arrival. They will need a test probably before, but I don't think there will be any, other test needed once they arrive. When it comes to masks, I think these will be still mandatory, and I think it will not, be canceled by the time of the summer school. So masks might be still mandatory in the classroom. Yeah. Fine. So I think I'm sorry if I was maybe too fast. Yeah. But I figured that majority of the students already, have some information. So, and already enrolled, and don't need that much of a background info. So is there a transportation from the airport to Prague to the school? If not, what is the best solution? The best solution, is really based on your needs and wants. I would say. So you can take a taxi, of course, but that's quite expensive. Yeah. The public transportation here in Prague works just fine. So I wouldn't be afraid of taking a bus from the airport and then jumping onto the metro station. Yeah. And that will not really cost you in comparison to the taxi anything. Yeah. So the metro system works fine over here. We have quite a lot of trams going across the city as well. And that will get you to your destination. If you're going directly to the student house voltage from the airport, then that's not a problem. Students are usually doing it this way. Sometimes they're sharing even, some taxi. That's something which can be arranged as well. Yeah, and you can always take Uber because this option is not banned over here. So, okay, Alessandro, does that answer your question eventually? Yeah. We'll see. So these are the contacts which you can be using. Yeah, Info European Summer School or the other one. And yeah, this is the Facebook group, Instagram group, and LinkedIn we're using. Okay, so let's go back and stop sharing. Fine. Okay. Where can I find the bank detail for paying the fee? Okay. Well, it's on the invoice. So if you have received an invoice from us, then you can really see the IBAN, which is international bank information or account information, and everything which is needed. If somebody needs to pay in a different way, we can also manage paying with a card through our PayPal account. So that can work as well. If that is, the case, if you can, do it this way for you. Okay, good. Fine. So any other question? Never mind. You can think about your question the moment. I'm just going to share with you the link to our YouTube channel so you can have a look at the videos that we have created in the past. I'm just going to put it over here in the chat box. Yeah, so this is our YouTube channel. Okay, and also the Instagram. Okay, so if you'd like to ask a question as well, you can try to raise hand over here at the bottom of the page, of the panel, and you can actually talk together. Well, this was a very efficient summary, was it? Okay, well, thanks a lot. I see you in July. Thanks a lot, guys. And if you have any more questions, feel free to ask. As I was saying, we still have openings for the courses, and not all of them. I would say some are almost full. But if you have a friend around you, you can tell them that, that you're still receiving and accepting applications. I didn't say it, and I don't think we do actually have it on the website. I don't think it's there. But we're actually giving 100 euros as referral fee. So if you bring a friend, you should be eligible for, 100 euros. I think that's quite nice. It can be discounted from the invoice that you should be, let's say, paying eventually. So that can be done this way. So thinking about what I might have forgotten, or didn't mention. Guys, if you have a question in regard even to the lectures, or the course that you would like to be attending, it's not a problem, because I'm not saying that I'm completely familiar with all the lectures in detail, but with majority of them we've been working for years. Like course of advertising and PR, we have William Pattison. He's been teaching from the start since 2015. He's from University of New York in Prague. So he's been teaching for us for a long, long time. For a course of project management, that might be, an important thing to mention. Those who are thinking about this particular course, we have 2 lectures in 2 different terms. The courses are not identical. Both of them project management. It's not like that you should be taking a first project management from the 26th of July and then take another one in order to finish the whole project management. They don't actually follow up each other. The first course, which is from the 26th, is conducted by Les Tickner. He's from Northumbria University, and he is, let's say, a guy from the civil engineering sphere, so he knows. That is kind of his approach, to project management. On the other hand, then we have Brioni Whitaker from University of West England, from Bristol, and she is more to event management, type of approach towards project management. She's been participating and one of the leading project managers of the biggest concert in the UK festival, which is called, and I've forgotten it, but I think it's like Glastonbury. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Okay, so that is kind of the difference between these 2 courses. Yeah. All right. I don't see any other questions at the moment. So feel free to send us an email. Yeah. We're also using WhatsApp a lot. So it might be easier or faster for you if you'd like to communicate this way. Send us a message to our WhatsApp number. So I'm just going to put it over here. This is my telephone number. You can be questions. And a good question from. There are questions in the panel, actually. Okay. Yes. Okay, at the beginning of the webinar, I forgot to completely turn on the polls, which I have prepared for you. My bad. Sorry, I was just too fast. Talking and forgot about this that I've created for you, just to have a better idea of who has attended and who has applied already. Yeah. So is the business management course full? Yeah, I see the question over here. I'm sorry. Is the business management course full? Fine. It's not full yet. However, we do have quite a lot of students who already applied. And so if you would really like to join this course, so you haven't applied yet, I would advise you to do it as soon as you can and make a payment of the invoice as soon as you can as well, because it can happen that in a week or 2, and then we will close down this particular course and applications for this course. Yeah. What about lunch? Thank you, Alexander. And I also had to thank to Alexander that he has guided me over here to this section about the questions. Lunch is a good idea. And there are quite a lot of places where you can go for lunch around the French Institute. That is the good thing about it and the benefit of the location. So, for example, the first day of the summer school on Monday, we all go together for lunch and we show you around the place. So we know where, for example, is the exchange office, where is the nearest, let's say, sushi place, or where is the nearest and the best restaurant which we would, let's say, recommend. So that is something I'm pretty sure it will not be, hard for you to, let's say, get around. And what is also, important to mention, the French Institute actually has a restaurant at the bottom of the place. So you can even get a lunch over there. It's a French cuisine, of course. And the good thing about it that there's a patio. You, let's say, have a chance to sit down at the restaurant during the summer school, during a break, get a coffee, talk a little bit, and or even have a part of the course over there, guided by the lecturer, and you just can have a discussion over there. So it's a nice, I would say, not really a chill out zone, but a nice place, to get something to drink and eventually, a small sack. They have a quiche every day, which you can have, and yeah, where you can get a coffee. So from Carolina, there's one more question. My friend and I haven't received the invoice information. How should we proceed? Well, I know that you have finished the application over the weekend, Carolina. So that is something we will do today. Your application was accepted and the invoice will be issued today or tomorrow. And so don't be afraid. We're going to send it to you really soon. Yeah, there is one more question for room reservations. Should one pay before the visa is issued or after? If you are from a country where the visa is required, we need to have that payment secured. Yeah, and we need to receive it before, upon your payment, we will notify the student house voltage and they will send an invitation letter confirming that you will be staying at their place and that you have already paid for the accommodation. And that is really a part of the invitation letter in general. And with that document, we'll go to the embassy in your country and apply for the visa. So really, you have to do the payment in order to receive invitation letter from us. And then you can go and apply for a visa. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry that I missed these, 2 or 3 questions. Yeah, I was just checking on the chat box on the side, and I didn't look over here on the questions and answers. And my bad. Fine. So, any more question? Yeah. Okay. Fine. Okay. So I guess that's it for today, for this webinar. What we're kind of expecting, to do as a next step, and for you to have a better idea of what the summer school is about, we'll be probably filming, or we plan to do a couple of videos from Prague, from the French Institute, so you'll have a better idea of how the place looks like. And we will make probably a short introduction of some of the courses and prepared by some of the lectures as well. So you get a chance to get to know them a little better. So it's already the end of May. Even though we still have 2 months to go, what will be also a part of the organization of the summer school, what you can be expecting is that if you have already enrolled and paid for your course, you will be contacted by your lecturer, and he will send you something like a questionnaire in order to find out what was your really motivation and what is the reason why you would like to join the summer school for lecturers to have a better idea about their audience. Yeah. Who is coming, what age, what background, what university, what is their status. If they're already working, for example, if they're young professionals working in the field for 5 years, that they just want to learn something new, or if they're, let's say, rookies, 18, and they just want to learn a little bit more about this particular subject and eventually take it as and attend it at a university. Yeah. Fine. So, good. Can you help me, please, with the bank details? Apart from fee payment, what else do we need for invitation letter? Well, okay. Yeah. Well, all the bank details will be on the invoice. Yeah. And apart from the fee payment, what else do we need? For the invitation letter, we will need your passport information, which is added to the invitation letter. So if we don't have an application from you, and I'm not really sure if I see your name right over here, but Tibam Giselle, if I say it right, yeah. I'm not really sure if I noticed your application. If you haven't applied yet, that is the first step you have to do. You have to apply. Based on that, you will receive an invoice, and then we will send you an invitation letter. Yeah? Okay, good. Fine. So if there is no more question, yeah. So can you see the status of my application? Okay, let's see who's asking. That is Francesco. Of course, I can check really quick. Yeah. Francesco Sumaruga from Trento, from Italy. Yeah, that application was accepted today. Yeah. So it was accepted. You should have received an email from us. Yeah, that you're accepted to the summer school. If not, please just let me know if you don't see it in your email box, and we'll figure out what's going on, what's the problem, where you're not receiving emails from us. Might be in a spam folder, and just please check it out. Okay, thanks for the question as well. Okay, perfect. However, I didn't see an email. Okay. I'm going to have a look at it once we finish the webinar. I'll try to send it again. Yeah. If you don't receive it within, let's say, 24 hours, please just get in contact with me, and we'll make sure that the communication is working just fine between us. Yeah. Also, as a reminder, please check in the chat box, and you can copy the telephone number, which is listed over there, and use it for communication with me, because I'm using WhatsApp daily. It might be faster and easier way. Okay, guys. Well, thanks a lot for joining in. You can see the number. Okay, here's the number. Hope we see it now. Otherwise, it's on the website as well, in the contact. And I think it's kind of everywhere. It's in all the emails that we're sending. Still can't see. Thank you. Okay, good. Fine. Yeah, so it's all in all the emails that we're sending, and yeah, there is either my telephone or my colleagues, and we both are on WhatsApp. Yeah. Good. Okay, guys. Well, thanks a lot. I guess that's all for today. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Afterwards, you can use any kind of channel. And I hope we're going to see each other in Prague, in July or in August. Yeah. Have a great day, and take care.